Hello all, welcome back to what will now be episode number 8, I believe, of my NWA Pro Wrestling Sim series. Hit the reset button, and yeah, as you can see, Tammy Tonga left WWE in one game and has gone to TNA Wrestling, like everybody else seems to do for some reason at the moment. We've got an episode of Dynamite here. Samoa Joe beat Chris Jericho. We've had Mercedes Moné beating Shada, Ruby Soho and Jamie Hayter. Oh, we've got a 100 match here. Malachi Black, Bryan Danielson, Orange Cassidy and Claudio. Danielson with the win. Fair play. And another New Japan match there. Naito beating Shingo. So yeah, we are now building towards the anniversary show. So let us continue on. So more contract renewals over here. Great Khan for New Japan. So we've got some shows. Have a little look, see at Stardom here. You've got tag titles, Cosmic Angels retained. TNA Impact. Oh, that looks like a cool main event. Considering the talent they're raiding, let's have a look. They had, well, a big women's match here with Steph DeLander getting the win. Kia Cesaro and Kevin Owens beat Speedball Mountain. What a tag team. Cesaro and Steen. You got Moose and Rey Mysterio beating Tammy Tonga and Josh Alexander. They got 72. Come on, TNA. Let's see what you got. You've EC3 national champion there in OVW. So yeah, not too bad. So we're now 24 hours away from the pay-per-view. So we'll keep on going. Right, Roosh, his contract's coming up. WWE have gone for him. AEW are trying to re-sign him. Great O'Khan resigns with New Japan. And let's see, we've got Rampage here. Again, retaining the titles. Konosuke over there. Joe lost to Shane. Swerve Strickland. And we got SmackDown here. Damian Priest and Will Ospreay and Logan Paul beat Gunther, Santos and Austin Theory. We are now on the NWA Anniversary pay-per-view time. So the show opens with the old hype from Aaron Stevens talking about the main event. We've got Austin Aries versus Brian Myers. We've got Tessa Blanchard versus Macy Evans. It's got an 80. Random 4 women's match. Ava Everett beats Rita Reese, Amber Nova and Rochelle Rose. No overness improvement for anybody. None of them have got momentum, to be honest. 2-star match, 61. A mixed tag here. Kevin Koo and Harley J beat Tom Bellington and Kylie Page. 3-star match, pretty good. So from the rivalry side of things, we have Bram and Vic beating War Crawl. Bram picks up the win for his team. 2-star match, 66. Ultimate Dragon and Zachary Vance put on another clean 89. Match, final score 70. Ultimo retains the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Think about it like the Cruiserweight title. Good match. EC3 seems a lot happier these days. He's hyping the group. He reveals his national OVW National Championship. It might not be the NWA title, but it's the beginning of his redemption. Let's got a 70. 6-person tax. LAX beat Idol Stevens crew. That's got a 2-star, 67. Post-match, after weeks of loss after loss after loss, appears Austin Idol is at his wit's end. He's had enough. And he's put the whole group on notice. If this continues, the group is done. 86. EC3. I thought I'd see if I could defend another person's title. Looks like I can. retains his OVW National Heavyweight Championship, beating Amazing Red, 2.5 stars, 69%. Possibly an upset here. Lucky Money are beaten by Birchill and Murdoch. 2-star match, 60. Dickinson Young versus the Welsh Greatest Tag Team versus Strong Hearts. I given the win to SEMA. Strong Hearts get a win. 3-star match, 62. A title change. Heidi Howitzer and Max the Impaler are the new Women's Tag Team Championship. Thank you, Stardom, for loaning me to the great talent of Tam Nakano. And that's a poll. This got me 100 in crowd reactions, a 4-star match, and it was 77 overall. It's a brilliant match for the women's tag title, considering this has got like no storyline build to it. Excellent match. So the debut of Vikino. He is signed to a pay-per-appearance deal. He's going to be pushed on my roster because he's got an amazing talent. I put Steel to show on. His first match against Low Key, picks up the win. 4-star match, 100 crowd reaction, 80 overall. Pre-match interview with Diamonds in the Rough. Taylor Hendricks interviews him. She's ready for Macy. She's ready to prove she's a worthy champion. And we have Tessa retaining the title. 2.5 star, 75. No one really budged. It was a face versus face. A short little feud, that one. We're going to end that storyline. Main event hype for Myers versus Aries. And we gave it some time. It was an 18-minute match, but Austin Aries successfully retains the world title against Brian Myers. Only 2-star match, 73, but 100 for crowd reaction. The crowd digged it. Following the match, Hammerstone hits the ring and destroys Austin Aries. He then picks up the title and floors Aries with his own belt. Hammerstone has to be dragged away from Aries by Brian Myers. So this feud will continue, but Hammerstone is potentially going to be coming up against Austin Aries. Overview, 70 overall. 0.2 quality. Popularity boost. Long of it's green and it's boosting. That's all I want to see. Pop. And Roosh has joined the WWE. Good amount of ticket sales there. 100,000. Up to 6.6 mil. We are flying out with the money. So when it comes September, I want to see where I'm at. Because to be honest, if we're progressing like we are, money up, money. I mean, we started at 1.5. We're hitting 5.5. I've been cautious, but it might be time to start tying people down. Okada beat Danielson, Swerve, and Hangman Page in a 92 match on Coalition. Ring of Honor here had Johnny TV retain the TV title. Rev Pro had an anniversary show. Flash, Morgan Webster, and Subculture. So we'll scroll down to that one. The main event retained the tag titles at Subculture. They were in TNA. You might have seen them before. You got TJPW having a Tokyo final for their promotion. That's a tournament. They had the Princess tag titles in the main event. So yeah, that is finish off some more storylines. So we're going to end the women's one. And we're going to end this one, I think. Bram and Vic against War Crawl. Short and sweet. So for now, I have one active storyline, the world title storyline. Might not sound like a lot, but let's run through everything. So we've got 54 days. So some champions now are approaching a long-term reign here. 68 days. Austin Aries on 57 days at the moment. He won the belt, he retained against EC3 and he's retained against Brian Myers. And as we had a title change, it's always nice to see the history. So they were vacant. We had Stardom's team here have the titles. I don't know why it never shows both names, possibly a glitch. But here we go, we've got Heidi and Max the Impaler, the new NWA Women's Tag Team Champions. inactive title there. So yeah, not too bad. Well, I find this one very interesting. You've got Leo Rush's contract up. He's got his Black Heart picture there. For those that don't know, you've got Hikuleo here. So, as you can see, Leo Rush is a very popular man. I like this commentator, Ian Riccoboni. So, first off, I'm going to double check the wars. To be honest, there's not a lot to check because well, you're not really fighting much. How good is Ian on this game? 84 commentary, I think so. Will he come to me as just a PPA contract? So I like setting their gimmicks as sportscaster. He's not interested in a PPA deal, so if I wanted to tie him down, it'd be monthly, 5 grand. So yes, that to me still sounds like a lot. Great commentator. Could be a good poach. What's mine? But I've got a good commentary team anyway. We've got Mauro Ronaldo here, who's 89. Vida Scott, who's 75. So yeah, all good. Just interested to see. Okay, as you can see, Leo Rush has rejoined the WWE. Good signing. You've also got Ivar joining AEW. Hikuleo's contract's up. Davari's contract's up for renewal. Oh, we got Raw here. Let's have a look. See, oh, that looks like a good match on paper. Andrade beat AJ and Pete Dunne. Tony Dom and Sami Zayn beat the Coffee Brothers. Bailey won a Fatal 4-Way. Roosh on his debut. The Creed Brothers lose against Shinsuke and Dean Ambrose. Kairi Sane beat Liz Morgan. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso beat Baron Corbin and Kofi Kingston. Hard to tell which, I guess they're heels, maybe? Main event, LA Knight beat Bobby Lashley. Okay, let's move on to NWA Power. So we open the show, Myers and Hammerstone arrive to the arena. Taylor Hendricks catches up with him. Myers wants Aries tonight, but in a tag team match. Remember, Myers is the #1 contender. 73. So the All-American girls team up to take on Kaylee Rossi and Cheerleader Melissa. I wanted to sort of see how these two would gel. Not too bad. 1.5 star, 54. So Pretty Empowered come out and say they need a new direction. So they brought in a mentor. Their new manager is Candice Michelle. So we want to change up Pretty Empowered a bit. Give them a mouthpiece. Let's start building them back up as potential title threats. Overall, got 63. Claw in singles action, he defeats Matt Turamount. 3-star match, decent match. 60. Considering Crawl's only low Mikada, same with Matt. So yeah, decent. So making his NWA debut is Stu Grayson. You may recognise him from the Dark Order of AEW. He defeats in a triple threat match Paul Burchill and Colby Corino. Good match, 2 stars, 57. Aries is backstage with Aaron Stevens. He's asked about the challenge made by Myers and Hammerstone. Aries smirks and says it's on. 86. All these will give people popularity boost. Singles action, Sema beats Kerry Morton. 2.5 stars, 61. Max the Impaler in singles action beat Teal Piper. 1.5 star, 60%. So the LAX, there's a video package showing the dog collar match between Santana and Trevor Lee, which Santana won the TV title. When we cut to the backstage, Chavo Guerrero walks in and tells Santana, "I trained you well," and they both hug. So we're adding Chavo to LAX. He's going to be sort of a bit of a mouthpiece, so Conan doesn't have to do all the work. 82 overall. So making her official NWA debut, and I have signed her to the roster, Starlight Kid beat the ace Macy Evans. So considering Macy Evans was my #1 contender in the last match, Starlight Kid puts on an absolute clinic. 97 overall, 3.5 star. She went over 1 overness just in one match, so huge win there. 73 overall. Tag action. Vince and Shunsky Walker beat the newly acquired FBI Full-Blooded Italians, Ray Jazz and Zach Clayton, with their manager Little Guido. 3-star match, 67. I just needed to boost the numbers. I think I'm going to tag these two. Going forward, I think that'll be a good tag team. So the Asgard Alliance. EC3 leads out his alliance. He starts to cut his classic promo until the words, "You're either next us or against us," appear on the Tron. And that is because David Otunga walks out to the stage. He warns EC3 and his crew that Nexus 2.0 is coming to the NWA, and they have their eyes on them. So we're going to do a slow introduction of my version of the Nexus. Singles action. Richard Holiday defends successfully his National Heavyweight Championship against Silas Young. Very good crowd reaction here. 100, 2.5 star. 71 overall. Good match. Main event time. The tag team of Brian Myers and Alex Hammerstone are beaten by Austin Aries and Vikino. This was a DQ finish because Hammerstone would not release the hold. 3.5 star, 90%, 71. Following the match, Hammerstone refuses to release the torture rack as Myers shouts encouragement. Stevens, Kyoto, Scott Armstrong, they all tried to break it up. 79. And overall a 70. Decent week of MWA power there. Excellent. Oh, 2 bits of news. Made some money. And Seema's out with an injury. I'll click on my roster, so if you spot any of Nexus, you're lucky. Seema is out till September 2024. We are in August, so only a month. So there goes Ivar going to AEW. We've got NXT here. So we got Chase U is still the tag champs. Main event, Jordan Grace is the NXT Women's North American Champion on this game. Level up there. Yeah, there's an indie show, looks like a Mexican one. Going by the names I can see there. We love wrestling, yes we do. And then Stardom over here has Starlight Kid win. Yeah, so we're building up a nice little bit of momentum at the moment. More contracts are up. You've got Katarina James here for WWE. You've got Tissue of New Japan is Dynamite here. Lots of angles. Nicholas Jackson beat Adam Hangman Page. You've got Top Flight beating Parker and Namad. Brian Danielson, Claudia and Kota beat Swerve, Matt Jackson and Jay White. 92. Haha, that's pretty cool. Okada beat Jeff Hardy. 85. Yeah, it's a bit of a quiet day. So she's staying in WWE. This is quite interesting. Camille's contract's up. She is part of AEW in real life. She's just not debuted yet. Rick Knox's contract's up. Good referee. 68. Okay referee. We've got OVW TV tapings here. They're still pushing EC3 as well, which is good for me. TNA Impact had a title change here. Spitfire won back the Knockouts tag titles. Santana beat Josh Alexander. APC beat Speedball Mountain in the main event. Killer Kelly defends the digital media title, beats Giselle Shaw. Noah here. Sort of debating whether I want to make an alliance with Noah. Could bring this guy over who is excellent in the ring. Mayonishi Meifeu. I may have pronounced that very badly wrong, so apologies if I have. Wow, a double WWE signing here. They've brought in Camille. Again, good signing, very good signing. And Rick Knox. Don't know why I laugh, but hey. You've got Triple R there. Rampage. Jamie Hayter beating Willow Nightingale. FTR beating Top Flight. Ruby and Jade Cargill beat Ty J. And Shida and Diana Peruzio are beaten by Serena Deeb and Mercedes Moné. Don't know why I click on some of these, but let's have a look at. Before we click on SmackDown, we'll have a look at Marigold. They had a world title match as well. There you go, got a national championship there, Mika Noah. And they got Gulia, who is the world champion. The one that she's potentially heading to NXT in real life. I think great signing. You got SmackDown here. Santos Escobar beats Solo Sikoa. You also have the Street Profits beating the Creed Brothers. Cody and Chad beat Ciampa and Grayson Waller. And a very interesting main event, Damian Priest and Will Ospreay beating Jimmy Uso and Austin Theory. Not bad though, not bad. I'd watch it. Well. Now this one I find very interesting. Say his name and he may appear. Joe Hendry's contract is coming up. Good in a ring, good on the mic. Okay, overness. WWE have gone for him. You've also got Kennedy here. Her NXT contract's up. Carly Bright, if you watch NXT. She's only just started out. TNA have obviously gone for her as well. AEW had Coalition. Oh, with a title match there. Big 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-man tag. Team Adam Page won. These four here. Swerve, Page, Starks and Garcia beat Ivar, Malachi, Orange Cassidy and Christian Cage. Oh, we got new champs. So finally, the trio of Claudio Darby and Konosuke Takeshita are beaten by Bryan Danielson, Samoa Joe and Jack Perry. Okada beat Chris Jericho, and in the main event, MJF retained his TNT title against Kota Ibushi. Defy had a pay-per-view. Kenta is their world champion. Still. The only downside for Kenta being the world champion is he's on a lot of money, I believe, which is not always the best. There we go. We've got pay-per-view for WWE. Before we click on that, let's click on this indie show. Modest crowd. Local show. I think that's Australia. Looking at the names. WWE presents Bash in Berlin. So Street Profits retain the tag titles against Jimmy Uso and Damian Priest. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, the Women's WWE Tag Team Champions now. Natalia defeats Liv Morgan, and I believe that would be a title change. She's now the WWE Women's World Champ. Hey, finally Orton drops one of his triple titles into the tag combo of Roman Reigns and Finn Balor, of the WWE now Raw World Tag Team Champions. Ospreay retains the WWE title, beating Sheamus. Thunder Rosa defeated Nia Jax and Ivor Sky to retain her WWE World title. Orton retained his Intercontinental title against LA Knight. And then Orton followed that by retaining his World Championship against AJ Styles. So Orton did triple duty. Orton, but only lost the tag titles. Good effort. Good effort, Randy. Well. Told you it was going to happen. Good old Joe Hendry has signed with WWE. Kennedy here has gone to TNA. Quite often you'll find when people's NXT contract comes up, they don't often like staying in development. So that'll be why they've gone to TNA. Look, broadcaster deal. Noah's now going to be shown in Canada. All In, Under Siege, Indie Show, Joseph Connors there. Oh, and some news. Well, spoiler alert, I've got Ryback. I'll talk calmly to him. Don't get involved in my business. Okay, thank you, Ryback. We're still doing better than TNA. We're still getting thumped by WWE, and we still get thumped by the All Elite. All Elite. So let's go down. We'll start with TNA. So Grisham beat Rhino. Vince beat Myers. So that's my main eventer there. Rich Swann beat Steve Macklin. Team Edwards. So Kazarian, Rey Mysterio, Hammerstone, and Edwards beat Josh Alexander, Santana, Broken, Matt Hardy, and Tommy Dreamer. Killer Kelly retained her intermediate title against Kushida. Speedball Mountain versus ABC for the World Tag Titles. ABC have got them. Oh, here we go. Title change. The Knockouts World Title. Jordan Grace is finally beaten by Ash by Elegance. Wow, that's a big one. Moose loses the world title to Akira Tozawa. I was not expecting that. Main event time. The X Division title is being held by Kevin Owens. He beat Tammy Tonga. Wow, before we click on All In, let's have a look at these titles. So why? What did I miss there? So Moose had a good reign. Kevin Owens. It was vacated because of Ali. So Ali left. So WWE. So that title was vacated. So they gave it to Kevin Owens. Why not? Why not? What else did we have there? We also had AEW Presents All In. So Jack Perry, Joe Danielson retained against their trios title against Darby, Jay and Hangman. Young Bucks defeated Top Flight, retained the World Tag Titles. Shida and Julia Hart beat Peruzio and Anna Jay. The International Championship, Kota Ibushi beat Matthew Jackson. Continental Classic Championship, Daniel Bryanson beat Nicholas Jackson. Jade Gargill has just regained her TBS title, beating Mercedes Moné. World title match, Swerve defeats Chris Jericho. And the AEW World's Women title, so Mercedes Moné beat Saraya. 87 I got. Main event, you got TNT title on the line, MJF versus Okada. It got a 99 with Okada winning the title. So All Elite Wrestling, they've got some a few random title changes left, right and centre. I was going to look at the International. So Ospreay vacated that belt, that's why Kota Ibushi won it. I believe Ospreay was the Continental Champion, that's why Bryan Danielson's got it. And the TNT title was vacant when MJF picked that one up. But yeah, that is a pretty cool day. Pretty cool day. Well, what do we have here? Young Nicholas Jackson has been approached by the WWE, also AEW and TNA. Be interesting to go see who he goes to. Monday Night Raw, let's have a little look-see. We've got Leo Rush has made his debut, Team Miz won, which was Leo Rush's team. You got Nikki Cross beat Emery Sakura. Sami Zayn beat Mustafa Ali. Joe Hendry makes his debut in an angle with Mustafa Ali. You've got Andrade, Jey Uso beating Neville and Shinsuke. Well, I'm guessing then Nicholas Jackson must sign for WWE because there he is. Lashley, Otis, LA Knight and Nick Jackson versus Drew, Karrion Kross, Matt Caster and Tonga Leo. And Matt Caster got the win for the team. Well, that's not a spoiler if I've ever seen one. Okay, this is the last NWA Power of this episode. The new look Pretty Empowered with Candice Michelle at ringside. Defeat LAX 51-50. 2-star match 61. Kevin Koo beat Casey Navarro. 3-star match 63. Kevin Koo's got really good wrestling stats, so that's why I'm building him up. Starlight Kid picks up another win, beats Nicole Matthews, 3-star match again, smashing that overness. So watch Starlight Kid quickly rise up the card in my roster. Let me introduce everyone. Little Guido introduced us to New Look FBI. So you got Zach Clayton, Ray Jazz, and Laura DiMatteo, 65. I added her to the group. I always like to have a bit of males and females in the group. The Rhea O'Reilly versus Tasha Blanchard. Now these were both matched up based on wrestling skill, which is probably why it gave me a 3-star match and 100 crowd reaction. 78 overall. This was for 2 belts. I put Tessa's NWA Women's title and also the DPW, which is the Deadlock Pro Wrestling title on the line. Homicide defeats Low Key, giving LAX a win there. 3-star, 3.5 stars, 73. Big win for Stu Grayson. He beats Davey Richards. 3-star match, 61. Austin Aries backstage. He is not happy. He cuts a promo, promises to get some revenge on Brian Myers and Alex Hammerstone. 76. Natalie Nakova defends successfully her Women's World Television Championships against Mayu Yamashita from Pro Wrestling Eve. 3-star match, 71, and they had decent chemistry, so good match, good match. Chris Dickinson beats Charles Mason, 2.5 stars, 68. Tag title defense, the Asgard Alliance beat Bram and Vic. This got a 95, only 2-star. Following the match, they all celebrate in the ring. When David Otunga's music hits, he comes out to the entrance ramp. He gives them a slow clap and a thumbs up. They don't like celebration angles on here. Anyway, 64. The tag team of Flight of Darkness, Zachary Vance and Sean Skywalker, took on the Ultimo Dragon and from Dragon Gate Umaga This was an excellent match. 4-star, 80%. Crowd reaction was excellent too. I put steal the show. By aiming to steal the show. They all had great stats. Ultimo can still go. Everyone had a decent bump. Pot Vets lost a tiny bit. But yeah, decent match. That's the whole point of it being there on the card. Main event. Brian Myers and Alex Hammerstone in tag action beat the world greatest tag team, Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas. Getting old now, so it's time to start jobbing them out a bit. 2-star match, 61. Not the best main event, however, this is what's following. The fans chant for Austin Aries, Austin Aries, Austin Aries. As soon as his music hits, he gets a huge pop, which continues as he makes his way to the ring. Myers and Hammerstone quickly bail through the crowd. 73. So overall 70, so we're maintaining a respectable level. The main event sort of brought it down a bit, trying to push Myers. It's probably my own fault if I'm being honest. No shock there, Nick Jackson signed for WWE. We saw that was going to happen. We made a good amount of money. What we're going to do is I'm going to sim to the 1st of September. Just so we can see how we're progressing financially. Leon Slater there renews a contract. NXT, Tony D'Angelo and Brooke Jensen beat out the mud. Level up there. All Japan, have a little click on that. Good roster. Alright, looks like Noah continues to sign pay-per-view deals. AW had Dynamite. Oh, they actually had the FTW title on the line. Scroll down for that one. FTW champion Chris Jericho gets beat by MJF. But you know, at least they're using the belts. That's the whole point of this. We put all these belts on the game and they're actually using them. Stardom here had a pay-per-view 5-star Grand Prix. New Blood Tag titles. Cosmic Angels are the Godder for Stardom. You got a Trios title here. One World of Stardom is Starlight Kid, so even they're starting to recognise. Well, not they're not starting to. I recognise their talent. Where is she? Starlight Kid has that belt. Since joining me, she started at 28. She's already on 30. So she's already on 32. Good overness. Yeah, I'll be pushing her. I'll be pushing her. Oh, looks like we've got a day where there's actually not a lot happening. So we have Impact here. Always like to see Impact. Hammerstone was put over Sami Callihan. Well, thank you, TNA. And we had Santana put over Frankie Kazarian. Yeah, overall, very quiet. Oh, got some emails. We go, yeah, okay, so we're going to accept the promise from Harley J. She wants to work with Rhea. Makes sense, that's a heel face. Got a ending a deal there for New Japan. Got a contract renewal for a referee. Rampage, Trios title. Joe Danielson, Perry beat Hangman, Konosuke and Jay White. SmackDown. Let's have a look at SmackDown. Ivy Neal and Kamala lose the damage control. Giovanni Vinci beats Truth, Dijak and Uncle Howdy. What a match. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A 10-man tag. Team Sheamus beats Team Carlito. Team Gable. Angela Dawkins, Street Profits beat Leo Rush and Joe Hendry. Main event, we had Logan Paul and Jimmy Uso beat Solo Sequoia and Ludwig Kaiser. So we're just going to sim here as we are now on to the 1st of September. See, what I've been doing in a lot of my recent videos is actually skipping this part, so you don't have to see the simulation happen. As you can see or hear, it actually cleans the data when it gets to the end of the month. It usually happens once a month. That's the gamekeeper on top of everything. So yeah, pretty interesting to see how I'm now doing financially. We started this game in June, so July, August, September, so 3 months in. And here we go, we are up to, let's click on finances so we can have a proper look. Here we go, finances. We're averaging respectable money every month here, 1.3, then 1.8, then 1.9. 6.4 million in the bank. So the reason I keep checking this is, one, staff wages, so we spent less money on the wages, and two, I am now at the phase where I can't click on merch. Billy Corgan's the only guy on a written deal, so I'm not really making much money merchandise wise, but it's more about improving stuff like production. We've still got everything pretty decent, to be fair, for our level. But maybe this one, improve camera quality and licensing, but that's a big one. That's 750 per month. I mean, I made 1.9, so that's over half the money. But licensing for music, maybe. We'll have a quick look over here. We had Coalition. Bryan Danielson beat Jeff Hardy. Joe beat Matthew Jackson. Swerve beat Hangman. You got Ring of Honor as well. Anyway, that is us at September the 1st. We are flying through this year of 2024. That will be the end of this episode. So thank you everybody for giving it a go. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And yeah, as always, take care everyone.